Hello, welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. In this episode here, we climbing with some coworkers on a Friday, nice and chill, and I think I do one new climb right at the end. So if you want to see that, look forward to that at the end of the video. Starting off here with this green climb. I guess kind of like a good theme for this video is like I kind of got confused on some climbs where like I forgot how to do them. This was one of them. I was like, where do I go? And then I remembered to put my foot up and then just kind of trust the foot, stand up into this. But then here again, I was like, okay, let me do this. I'll do a little hand swap, and I see the hold over there, but I was like, wait, I can just top out here. That's the only place to top out, or any place you can top out, really. So I was a little confused there, but yeah, oh well. Moved along to this purple one. This purple one, thankfully, did not confuse me. Stand up there. Get the high foot. Grab onto that one with the right hand, and then just a big move up to the top. Match onto that. Boom. Super happy. This green one, also not confusing, but interesting, I would say. I like this little handle over here. I kind of step through with my foot. Big pull up to the top and match onto it. Happy with that. Then we go on to this red one right next door. Super simple, straightforward. Great climb if you're new. So, go check this one out. Boom, match onto that. Happy with that. This is actually new to me. So were those two back there. I've seen them, I just hadn't done them yet. But this one here, step out onto this volume. I was able to pull myself up, get the feet on the volume, walk the feet around, and then here I just kind of put my knee up onto there, got up, made it nice and easy. This climb, it's been here for a bit. Red, easy. Get the hands up. No, that's not, it looks like an orange hold, but it's not an orange hold, I promise. Because there's no orange climb really that close to it. But yeah. Then it moved on to this purple one. Purple one. I like this one here. Swing the feet over. That's honestly the favorite move of that climb. Big pull up to there. Actually, it's not a big move. But here is where I get a little confused, and I was like, wait, there's a hold right there. I was going to do this big move, and then I saw that hold. Get the hand up. Then I got the feet up onto this volume here. One hand up. Two hands match, and we're happy. Up next, we got this orange climb here. Going outside, trying to figure out how to do this. It's going away relatively soon, so I'm not that worried about not being able to do it or anything. I'm just like, eh. That confuses me how to do that there, and it's an orange climb. Feels a little sandbagged, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just, my own personal opinion there. Then I moved on to this green one here. Worked my feet up, get the hands up, stay low on this, makes it feel better. And this purple one here, which I did on Wednesday, I love this climb. I think it's really cool. It's fun because you do this big move up to there, and then you do another big move up to here. And then from here, you just got to get a high foot onto that little hold there, and that's like you're getting out of the pool. It reminds me of being back in California and going over to a friend's house with a pool. And this climb here, orange climb, I think I've done this probably 6 or 7 times now, but like I said, the theme of this video is I'm getting confused by the climbs, and this is no stranger to that treatment there. I'm very confused by this, and then I realized, oh, I gotta put my hand into this hold here, so like that, but then I flip it around, I'm able to get my palm in there, and I'm able to press up into this, just like you see my left hand there. And here I did a little bit different. Here I got my foot up, shimmied my foot across, and then I grabbed onto this volume here, which I think is relatively new. One hand on top, matching that, doom. This blue one here, I tried it. I was like, oh, let me try this. I've seen it here. I've seen a couple different people try it. I'm like, let me give it one shot, And I'm like, okay, maybe I start it this way. Maybe I start it that way. Maybe I need to do a little this, a little that. And then I'm like, nah, or I just don't. It's just not going to work, but okay, cool. So that's unfortunate, but got up here, moved on to this green climb. Also, I guess a good theme of the video is that it's a relatively easy session, nothing too crazy. I'm not like pushing myself crazy hard. I'm not like trying a bunch of, orange, blacks, and blues constantly or anything like that. I sprinkle them in there here and there, but that's kind of about it. Moved on up here, got that right hand, pulled these 2 foot, and then boom, mashed onto that. Doing this black one here. Unfortunately didn't get it again. Tried it again, but it just wasn't feeling it today, unfortunately. Didn't make it nearly as far as I want to, but oh well. I got here nice and solid, felt good about this. And while we were walking over to the next area, which is the last climb of the day here, me and my coworkers decided like, oh, let's see how long we can like hang on a bar for. And this is like midway, this is like towards the end of our session. And my personal record is like 1:30 or 90 seconds. And I was like, you know what, let's see if I can break it. It's been a really long time since I've tried it, and happy enough that I was able to do 1:34 seconds. So I am 6 seconds shy of doing 100 seconds of hanging on that on a just a regular bar. So pretty exciting. We'll kind of go from there. Maybe I'll every once in a while, every like few months, I'll check in. Finishing off on this nice orange climb here, nice little hang and dangle, boom, drop down. Overall, tail of the tape here, solid day. Nothing too crazy to say about it. Happy with it overall. That blue climb feels nearly impossible for me. I don't know exactly what I need to do differently, but that's just, it feels impossible. I'm not saying it is impossible. It's just, right now it just doesn't feel like something I can do, but, something I can work at, and keep trying to, to get a little bit better every day. So that's all we can hope for. That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and as always, keep on climbing.